Yeah, it was today a very tough day because we tried to make a clear stage, and after I think 50 k's we had one puncture. No problem. We lose 1 minute 20 seconds. Then we pushed, and then Yazid, also a Toyota driver, was in our team also with all flat tires. We give him one tire of us. We stop. We give him a tire. We continue. And then after, I think 80 kilometers later, Nasser Al Attiyah was standing in the middle of the road, waving together with Mathieu. I helped him to look what the problem is with the car. We could not find. We tried to pull the car with the rope, and then we get stuck because it was almost in the dunettes. 2 times stuck, and then we pulled for 300 meters with Nasser behind us. To fire up the engine, but it was not possible. After that, we disconnect the rope and we continue. And it was a very tough day. We lost a lot of time and to help our people, but that's what's quite difficult day.
Yeah, tough day. I'm just a bit annoyed because just before the finish of the first special, we saw Stefan coming from the front, and obviously he went wrong. But we decided to carry on straight and not follow him. And I lost a lot of time there. I could have made up the time, but then now in the second part, the things were still happening like crazy in the stage, and he came over a dune, and at the back of the dune it was just like a 3-meter drop. So we went down there. He's lying on his side, and we stopped there just to ask if he's okay, and he showed okay, so we went. But before that also we stopped for about 3 minutes with Nasser, tried to help him, but we couldn't. His car stopped after hitting a rock, and then we couldn't restart it, and we decided to continue. But hopefully we've got enough minutes in hand over Carlos, because for sure he did a very good stage today. Yeah, for sure it's going to be a big fight tomorrow in the mountains, so we'll see. We'll have to do our best.
Yeah, it's certainly not over, and still not over. We've got one stage to go. Unfortunately, we lost Nasser today from the lead of the rally. Huge lead. We haven't got all the exact facts, but for sure they hit something. It was quite a big impact, and it's damaged the crank sensor. This we know. So the engine stopped, and unfortunately couldn't start again. So that was the end of Nasser. The good news is that Giniel is now leading. I got a 4 minutes 50 lead over Carlos. Not an easy stage for Giniel. They had some navigation issues today, so did an extra 15 k's. Stopped to help Nasser. Stopped to check Stefan. They'd fallen off a big dune in quite a big roll, apparently, some 5 meters drop. So they stopped to check if they were all right. So Giniel's 13-minute cushion yesterday has ended up at 4 minutes today. So good news on that side. More news is that Fernando and Marc finished the stage today. They didn't have an easy time. They had a puncture on the way to the stage this morning, so had to start 360 k's with 2 spares. 30 kilometers in, had a puncture. 90 kilometers in, had another puncture. So then they had to drive really carefully until they came across Nasser. So Marc was quick on the thinking, asked Nasser if he could have his spare tyres, took those, and then they continued to the end. But I think it was good experience for Fernando, but I could see a little bit of frustration because he actually wanted to go a lot faster, and he said he gave a lot of time away today making sure they didn't have a puncture when they had no spare wheels. So sensible thing to do. Another big stage under the belt, so I think that is really good experience in the bank. Yeah, I think we got 161 k's tomorrow to finish the rally. So Carlos will open the road. We've got Kuba or Pogronsky in the mini second, and then Giniel third. So they can't hang around. It's on a very difficult mountain pass up to the Atlas Mountains, and 4 minutes, one puncture. It can get a bit tricky in there. So it's certainly not over. There'll be a little bit of pressure tomorrow.